What's going on? This is your man, Big Stu, Scott Steward, Professor Steward, depending on how you know me. And I'm glad to be here with you in this form. It's been put on me to continue to be transparent in my entrepreneurial journey. And today it was put on me, I'm moving kind of like this with this content. It's like, yeah, I'm not even writing it down. If I get an idea for it, if it's super dope, it'll stick with me, and it'll, if it makes sense, if it's supposed to be, I won't forget it. So this one has been on me for a few days, and it still was on me. I moved about, and then I started doing it this morning, and then I got sidetracked with something. And then I had an appointment that just got canceled. And again, and remember, you lean into those plans instead of being like, oh man, I had plans. Instead of being frustrated, it's like, okay, thank you, God. I was like, well, now I got time to do some other things. And one of them was, let me finish getting this content out. And I was like, what was that topic? And it was like, oh yeah, you don't need the approval of anyone. And so you don't need the approval of anyone along your entrepreneurial journey. And I started to think about switching the topic to like entrepreneurial bullies. There are some entrepreneurial bullies out there. How do I know? Because I've been one, right? What's an entrepreneurial bully? Which probably should have been the subtitle. An entrepreneurial bully is somebody who is always telling you what you should be doing as an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial bully is the one that's like, why you ain't doing it this way? Why you ain't doing it that way? The entrepreneurial bully is the person who is like, well, you're not doing enough. You should be doing more. You're not doing it this way. You ain't working hard enough. You ain't grinding hard enough. That's like I've done it. I've done it to people. I've kind of tried to shame them about their entrepreneurial journey. And I just want to say, as I've been there and I've had that epiphany, kind of like that aha moment, and now I'm on the other side of it, it's like, look, you don't need the approval of anyone along your entrepreneurial journey. You don't need the approval of anyone along your journey, period. Like, if you believe in what you're doing enough, that's enough. If you believe in what you're doing enough, that's enough. So how do you get there? Like, ask yourself these questions. And look, let me remind you, I am not here to act as if I have it all figured out. I am on the journey. I am sharing my experiences with you about this journey. That means I too am making some mistakes along the journey. It's about the journey. It's so what do I mean when I say like you don't need the approval of anybody? You have an idea for something. There is a process to vet the idea. If you have done the work in vetting the idea, if you have done your research, if you have created the plan, if you have identified the problem and created a viable solution, even if it doesn't catch on like wildfire, like tens of thousands of people, coming to your page or liking your post, that's not the approval. The approval is, are you able to service one? So look, I've gotten caught up and haven't been caught up in worrying about how many people I'm servicing versus how well I'm servicing the people that I'm servicing. Let me say that again. I have been caught up in the past about how many people I'm servicing versus am I servicing the people that I have to service in front of me. Like, Am I providing them the best service possible? Or do I look at the people who I'm servicing and diss it? Like, like saying like, oh man, I ain't got enough people here. Like it's like 3 people on this right now, right here, right now. And am I saying, oh well, it's only 3 people here, so this content must not be good? No. If you believe in something, give it. Like if you believe in something, prepare it and give it. And those who are ready to receive, or those who are receptive to your offering, will receive it. And should it be prepared enough, it will make the connection and it will do whatever it's supposed to do, because we know that what's for you is yours and can't nobody take it away. So you don't need the approval of family and friends or people close to you saying, yeah, you should do this, or yeah, that's a good idea. It's nice to hear when your people close to you give you approval. It's nice to hear, but that's not the measurement. By the time you get to the point where you're like, I'm going to do this, what you think, I'm saying that's not the correct approach. You might say, how does this sound to you? But you don't need the approval of what God has already put inside of you. See, once you get the idea, that's the gift. You are the gift. I heard Jay-Z say this the other day, like everybody has a unique genius inside of them. And so you've gotten the gift. You are the gift. So the gift is, in this case, I'm talking about, is the idea to do something. Now you're figuring out your confidence level to move forward in that gift giving. Once you get the gift that's God ordained, now you have to be in a place of appreciating the God ordained gift and then move with the confidence to give it. Even if sometimes it feels like people around you may be questioning what you're doing. You don't need their approval. And it's not a cockiness or an arrogance about it. It's a knowing that you are answering to a higher being and that you are moved by a higher power, which I affectionately call God. So when you are given the idea for something, you have to trust and believe that that's God. No other approval is needed at that point. Now I just ask God for the guidance and the direction to get it done. Keep guiding me, Lord. Make it plain, Lord. Make it simple, Lord, so I can understand it. Show me the way. Make it easy for me, Lord. And if you're not putting in 13 hours a day, trust me, I know I've come from team no sleep, right? I've been there. Oh, if you ain't grinding, every time you talk to somebody, I could be sitting up. I mean, I've reverted to it this week. I'm sitting up watching Netflix, watching 3-4 episodes of BMF or whatever. And somebody called, like, what you doing? Grinding it out. That's a lie. Because you feel you compelled to answer to this idea of what entrepreneurship is. I have a vision. I have an idea of like the 4-hour workday, right? Like I've heard the entrepreneurial bullies talking about all that work-life balance is some BS. You got to grind. Well, understand that, as I understand, sometimes all of that grind could cost you valuable relationships. What am I grinding for? Yes, I want to go to Dubai. Yes, I want the new Tesla SUV. Yes, I want the 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home. Yes. I want the bank account that's overflowing. Yes, but now I'm at a point where, but not at the sacrifice of dismissing what I have. So I have a dope family support system. I have dope, amazing children that I'm constantly working to improve the relationships with. Like I have food, clothing, and shelter. I have reliable transportation. Let me be appreciative of those things and work on like delivering the gift that God has blessed me with. And right now, part of that gift, one of those many gifts, because I'm blessed to have many talents, but much of that gift is, my personality, my charisma, and my communication ability. Even though, right, because you'll hear me do this, like I'll say one thing, but then I'll try to justify it in another way, like, and it's me working out the humility portion. So yeah, I communicate well, even though I struggle with communication in some areas of my life. Right? I have the gift of transparency. Right? I'm willing to share out. I'm just, sometimes to a fault, but at this point, it's okay. Right? Like, so you don't. I'm just reminding. I'm really reminding myself, recording it and sharing it with anybody like you who are willing to understand and receive, in case you might be in a similar situation. First, you're not alone, and here's how I overcome. Right? You don't need the approval of it. God gave it to you. What more do you need? If God gave it to you, roll with it. Create the plan and work the plan. Like, that's the work. The 4-hour workday is having 2, 3, 4 hours a day focused on delivering the gift. That's the workday. So if I could, like today, my schedule just cleared up, so I'll actually be able to get in like 6, 7 hours of uninterrupted work today. Well, some of it will be sitting here in the office, but some of it will be organizing the office. Some of it will be, cleaning up the kitchen or whatever else in life like I need to do. Like, if I showed you, like, I'll show you. Can I flip this? Let me show you my desk. I need to organize this. I need to organize this mess. Look, I need to organize the desk. So that's just this is just part of, look, I just need to figure this out. I need to just organize this desk, right? That's part of my work day that I'll put in, right? So because I want to operate in a certain feng shui, in a certain vibe, I want to operate that. So, and please keep in mind, 80% of my day. 80% of my day, I really am thinking about the business. So a lot of the organization happens mentally. And then I try to spend the other 20% when I'm working on the business to organize those thoughts and ideas so I can delegate those tasks. Whether I'm delegating them to me or whether I'm delegating them to my team. Okay? And so just understand that you don't need the approval of anybody. And looking for that approval can have us in a space too. You don't even need their approval. It's not a cockiness. It's not an arrogance. If somebody asks what you're working on, if you feel like sharing, share. That's fine. But just understand that if somebody doesn't agree with, or they want to offer up what you should be doing differently, maybe listen, even if it pains you, because there could be something in there for you. But if somebody like, nah, I don't think you should do it that way, take it to God. Take it to God. Like, but trust, God already gave it to you. And just because you get it right now doesn't always mean that it's going to manifest right now. It's sometimes a process. 5-minute process, 5-day process, 5-decade process. The process is the process. And your journey is yours. All right. I hope you found some benefit. Shanika, I'm glad you found some benefit in this, and everybody else who stuck around. It is what it is. Shanika, do you want to come on? Do you want to share? You want to share it? I'm going to invite you in and see if you want to share. If you do, please do. What resonated with you in this and how you're getting through, and maybe even tell people a little bit about what you do in your work. I don't know if you want to. So But yeah, let's keep this thing going. I'm seeing if she wants to come on, if Shanika wants to come on. If she doesn't, all right, that's cool. It's no worries. I know it was a little caught you kind of off guard, but y'all keep doing what y'all need to do. Make it pop for the day. You already know what it is. Until next time, peace.